Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Jermaine, and I'm back with another Simple Truth news update. As many of you are quite familiar with now, you're familiar with the horrible and horrific shooting that happened in Newtown, Connecticut, just a few days ago at the Sandy Hook Elementary School. I want to first and foremost send out my condolences to the families that lost either adult members of their family or the little children that were lost in this tragedy. It took me a little while before I made the decision to weigh in. I really worked hard and battled myself to whether I was going to even weigh in at all because of just the horrific nature of what has happened here. But because I'm a parent and because I can truly understand how these parents are feeling because of the loss of a child. Now, I haven't lost a child myself, but being a parent, you can understand the heaviness that a parent would have if they were to lose their child. And I am really concerned about many of the things that the mainstream media are saying as it relates to this story. The first thing that mainstream media is going toward is they're taking their attention and they're taking their focus about taking away firearms from the public at large. This is becoming a sounding board and a supporter for the taking away of the rights of every individual American to be able to bear arms, which is the Second Amendment. Now, understand this, ladies and gentlemen, and you've heard it said many, many, many times before, that it is not the firearm itself that took the life. It's the firearm in the hand of someone that is doing something terrible and are doing something that they should not be doing with that firearm. It's important to also note that it's a time to give these parents an opportunity to grieve and to be able to come to grips with the losses of these children and those adults that were lost, the families that lost adults that were faculty in this school. You start to see things on the internet, and now, as usual, you have the political pundits that are weighing in, the actual political people themselves, whether it be the president, whether it be the congressperson or the senator from Connecticut. You start to hear them and see them, and they're giving their support. The president even shed a tear for the children. Whether it was real or not, I'm not here to judge that. But the point remains is that something this terrible should not be used as a cornerstone to enact legislation. It should not be used as a means of drawing attention to other people. As I mentioned, you had the politicians that are bringing they're bringing the focus from this elementary school shooting and now putting the spotlight on themselves. You even have professional athletes now that are going to don today. They're going to don stickers that are S.H.E. I think it's S.H.E.S. or S.H.E. Sandy Hook Elementary, and they are so heartfelt and they're so concerned. But what really gets me is when these type of tragedies happen, the faces that lend themselves to this tragedy, they may not be directly a part of it, but they lend themselves to these type of tragedies, and you never hear of them doing anything really significant except for a show of support, football players writing different things on their gloves or on their shoes, or a sticker being put on their helmet, or something sewn on their uniform. But you really and truly never really see a public outcry for someone to really do something. But I want to say I came across the video that was here on YouTube from one of the people I subscribe to, and it's New America Now. And there was a phenomenal video that was put out by a gentleman that goes to different schools, maybe not elementary schools, but high schools and colleges, and gives actual training to help avert a situation like this. Instead of people sitting back and becoming a victim of the situation, with proper training, they are taught to be able to act and do something that would prevent more lives being lost. And I truly believe that if something like this had been a part of the training curriculum, you know how when schools have fire drills, or in certain parts of the country, tornado drills, and even other parts of the country, hurricane drills and earthquake drills, if you were to have these type of trainings put into place when it comes to the safety of the children and the adults, the faculty being trained to do these type of things, maybe, just maybe, something like Sandy Hook, things like Columbine would not be such a tragic thing, although there are not so many of them, but the ones that do happen are so tragic. Maybe, just maybe, if this type of training would be enacted, something could be done to protect from an offensive standpoint, opposed to just a simple defensive standpoint. I want to thank you for joining me on this very special episode of The Simple Truth. And as I always tell you, it's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I'll see you and you again real soon. And please continue to pray for those that were lost. Pray for the survivors, that they'll be able to cope with the loss. Take care.
Is given the airline
like an average American 20-year-old.
Basically, what we're dealing with here is a last resort survival measure. The active shooter or the terrorist is on the premises shooting people. How would you know, first of all? Well, it's going to be kind of obvious. Screams, gunfire. You know how to recognize gunfire? I don't know if most of you have ever heard live gunfire. It doesn't sound like in the movies. Very important you learn how to recognize gunfire in a crowded environment. We teach that in the program. We'll distinguish between real gunfire and non-real gunfire. You recognize gunfire, you're hearing screams, perhaps you even see casualties or injured people. You see people running away. You are not able to run away and make it. Why would one not be able to run away and escape? Because you're trapped. Now let's talk about responding to an active shooter and the timeliness of it. How long do you think it will take you, all of you, to get off your chair from where you are right now and make it to me? Right here. If you were running for your life.
Second.
How many seconds? I guarantee you, top 3. But I don't want to guarantee it. I want you to do it. Boom! Very nice job. That was excellent. I knew I could count on UCI for all this. That ain't good stuff. Fantastic. Very nice. Now, once again, would you be prepared to do that? Well, guess what? I think so. You're hearing screaming. You're hearing shouts. You're hearing gunfire. Are you going to know it's coming? It's getting closer and louder. This thing is locked down. Sure you will. You'll be ready. But I'm not proposing that you'll wait sitting in your chairs like that. That will be for a surprise entry to that door that will totally unexpected. Not going to be the case. I will teach you where to stand and how to position yourself so you have a tactical advantage versus a shooter coming to that door. So when he comes to that door, he's not going to go and then come in. Okay? He's coming in. He's looking to kill. He's looking for the target. He won't see these two sides. You have a coordinated action coming on him. One of you, at least one of you, if not both of you, are going to be successful at, hey, again, not putting a handcuff on the guy and arresting him or killing him. No. Stopping him from shooting, bringing him to the floor, and containing him on the floor so he can't continue his violence action. Very simple. Okay? Since we're going to use two examples here. One is on this door that has one side only, and then two is that door that has two sides in the event that you have two types of scenarios that come at you. And that's why I use this classroom as well, because it's two kinds of door. Now, what will help you, because obviously not the whole classroom needs to be here. Who is going to make contact? The first two, top, first two. So two people on each door, on both sides of the door. No, wait, no, yeah, I'm explaining and then I'll call you. Okay, one. Second, what does everybody else do? Where? No, where would you be? In front of him? You just learned a big lesson. When he comes in, he's looking straight ahead. He's looking straight ahead. So safety says anybody who doesn't have a role, and many of you shouldn't have a role in this case, get out of the zone. Get out of the kill zone. So go there. In the far corner against the same wall he comes to, or that far corner. Definitely not in front of him. But there's going to be a few of you that are going to be required to do one very important thing that's going to assure the success of those by the door. And that's attracting his vision and attention on them by throwing object and running across the room in the opposite direction, if you can help it, than where the attackers, defenders are going to be positioned at. So if I'm coming here, you don't want me, as a shooter, to turn and look here, right? What you're going to do, you're going to go like that. And throw object running this way. I'm coming this way, bam, that's it. Now how much time do I have, honestly, when I come to that door? 1 second, baby. What? So we're talking, time has now shrunk significantly for the shooter to be able to be shooting effectively. So just practice with me one time the drill. I'm here, no, come here. One, and then you, right there. Good. What will help you a lot is actually push the knee here. Yeah, because that will collapse a lot easier than my entire body, especially if I'm strong. So just aim for the knee. You see that? That's right. Let's try one time. The knee, yeah. Oh yeah, much better. Nice job. Shots fired in the corridor. Shots fired in the corridor. Nice and safe. Whoa, yes, sir. Right on. So, you okay? Yeah. So, shots fire! Move. One, go! You good, Steve?
Yeah, good.
All right, so what did you shoot at?
What's that?
What did you shoot at?
One shot in the middle. It was one person, one shot.
You did see a person. You managed to see a person.
Well, it was dark, so...
All right.
I don't know.
Now, did you notice that?
Yes.
Did that throw you off any?
For sure, because I had to look around it.
Right.
For sure.
Okay.
That took away a potential target area.
Right there.
So my first response was to look for a target other than this.
Other than this. So
So
it took
they
you,
want-
what, a second and a half?
For sure, it played into the Yoda.
Of course.
So it delayed me a second or two to look for another target. Maximum one shot, and I don't even know if it was a person.
So we now cut down 2, maybe 3 shots from before with the handgun, with broad daylight, with one side surprise, to maximum one shot without knowing if it's even a target. That's a big improvement, right? Big improvement. Okay, one more time. Shots fire. Shots fire.
Nice.
All right. No martial art is involved. This is basic stuff. Football, tackle, wrestling. Overwhelm the target. Overwhelm the threat. This is with a machine gun, guys.
Okay.
If he had a box cutter, do you think he had better chances? I don't think so. Right? You have to do this with a box cutter to make a difference. No way. He always has to do that. No way. He can't even do one, barely one with a gun. Box cutter, no chance. This information is essential. Anybody out there get caught in the mall in a terrorist attack or any type of attack? Anybody get caught in the school? Essential. You know, get organized. 1, 2, get over here. Ready. This is the game. That's the plan. Can you explain what I just taught you today in a shortened version to a bunch of people? Yes, of course you can. That's why I decided to bring this on to universities and schools. Why? Because it's an educational system. That's what we do. We educate. That's a perfect platform to educate the next generation in creating a safer society.